Alright, welcome back. Rest day ride number 2 here. And today we're kicking things off from my house. So, today was a little different trip than usual. This is like my first commute with a purpose. I was heading out to the Walgreens near our house. And I was like, you know what? Let's take the OneWheel. It's not far. I can go through the neighborhood for pretty much the whole thing. And I don't have to really worry about too many cars that way, so I thought that was a good idea. But the reason I was going to Walgreens is because of this intersection right here. You'll see coming up. Boom, pause. This is where Megan took her first spill, right here. Megan was riding the OneWheel all by herself one day while I was at work, and I got a text message. Hey, when are you coming home? I fell off the OneWheel. And I of course thought the worst, but she said all I did was scrape my elbow. So the theory that we've come up with is that she was riding by herself, talking on the phone, hands-free with her mom, paying attention, wearing all her safety gear. She had her helmet on, she had her wrist guards on, and she hit the reflector in the road that recognizes where the hydrants are, that like notifies you where there's a fire hydrant. And she ran over the reflector and then just kind of lost control, hit the nose, and just went forward and just flew. Luckily, all she did was scrape up her elbow, albeit it was a pretty good scrape, but you should see her wrist guards. They've got like some good wear and tear on them. She looks way tougher than me now when she rides because she's got scrapes and stuff. But so I'm going to Walgreens to get her Band-Aids and stuff. So I think it's kind of funny that she fell off of the pint. So I took the pint to go get her Band-Aids from falling off of the pint. So yeah, that was, I don't know, I thought that was funny. So leaving the neighborhood, getting out onto the street here, and of course right as I get on the street, a truck pulls up behind me and he's like, hey, I want to go by. So boom, big old truck. So I get to cross over, and then this bump is deceptively big. Just look at that thing. So I'm going to Walgreens, gonna get her some Band-Aids and things like that, and I gotta say, one of my favorite things still about riding this guy is everybody stops to look at you. Everybody stops to be like, what is that thing? Constantly I get people, like if I have to stop at a stoplight, like I've gotten people rolling down their windows at cars being like, hey, what is that thing you're riding and how does it work? So if you ever get a OneWheel, just know that strangers are going to talk to you because most people still haven't seen one. And if they have, they've never seen one in person. So they're still gonna ask you about it. This road right here is super nice. Just getting a little carvy on here. I love the Pint for that reason. It reminds me of riding a snowboard more than even like riding a longboard does. It's just a blast to just carve back and forth, toe to heel, and just really kind of like groove with it, you know? So going through this neighborhood here, I come up on a basketball game. You'll see it here in just a second. Man, look at that. Just gliding. I love this feeling of floating. But you'll see up ahead of me, right? There's this group of kids. They're playing a pickup basketball game in the street. So I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to get on the other side here, get out of their way. But you can see like 2 or 3 of them just stop, turn around, and look. And they're like, what's that? What's that? And then as I go by, a couple of them are like, what are you riding? What are you doing? It was really funny. So when I came back by them again the second time, I made sure not to go through their game because I didn't want to disrupt them, but they all like stopped and stared again. It was really, really funny. I'm almost to the street here. I love cruising through these neighborhoods because it's just easy to go fast and you don't really have to worry about too many cars. Oh, push back, watch out. Dang. I have yet to, knock on wood, I have yet to crash or, push past the pushback. You must always respect the pushback. It is the end all be all. It's like literally the only rule when you're riding OneWheel is respect the pushback. So if you ever get the chance, again, respect the pushback. So now on the sidewalks, you can see you don't really have as much room to carve on a sidewalk. So you have to kind of manage your speed a little bit more. You're hitting a bunch of bumps. The Pint is really more for carbon and going back and forth, and even a little bit of like more trail riding, being constantly shifting from your toe side to your heel side, more like a snowboard. So getting to dodge things, I always make a game out of riding, like watch out for the sticks, watch out for the cracks. And this dude, what's up, bro? He's like walking, holding his hat, and he stared me down so hard, just confused as to what was going on at all. It was just really funny. Man, what a gorgeous day this was. Just cruising down the sidewalk, trying to get to the stoplight, and you can see the Pint handles the cracks really well. You just have to be confident on it. You got to be comfortable about riding it and just knowing that it's not going to topple over. I don't know, you just get comfortable on it. It just takes a second, I guess. But here we go. Boom, and simple stop. It took me so long to get simple stop. I don't know why it was so hard, but the idea of rocking backwards and then letting it set itself down, like I kept trying to rush it and trying to slam the tail down so that I could just get ready to get up and go again. And my wife picked it up like no problem, and she was like, I don't understand why you can't do that. Like if you go back, I'll put a link to the video right here of the first ride, and if you go back and look at that, you can watch, I just have clip after clip of me trying to do the simple stop, and it's literally just throwing me off. Rule number 2 of riding the OneWheel: watch out for cars. Crossing the street right there, a car tried to come around that corner, and luckily I was paying attention, so I was able to stop and, like, you know, in case they kept going. But cars are dangerous, so watch out for cars. Thank you, Mr. Truck. So nice. If you've ever tried to skateboard anywhere, you know that going up and down sidewalks to make that hard 90-degree turn after crossing the street is impossible. With a OneWheel, it's super easy. I love the tight turning radius on this guy. Just cruising, and look at that. Made it to Walgreens, safe and sound. It was such a sweet little ride, just cruising through the neighborhood. And I can't say this enough, there's nothing like riding a OneWheel. Boom, simple stop, set it down, done. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this little rest day ride. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.